Hi, I'm Mercedes Alvarez. This is my kitchen and we're making gazpacho. So, cumin, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, green pepper, cucumber, and 3 or 4 tomatoes. Ripe as you can get them. Get them a few days, you can get them green if you go to the store and they're not really ripe. Buy them anyway and just hold off 3-4 days, and then once they get ripe you can make it. So it's that's what I usually do. I get them and I wait, and then I make them when the tomatoes are à la perfection. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the tomatoes. Gazpacho, which is a Spanish cold tomato soup. It's wonderful in the summer. It's really easy. You see how well that cut? All you need to do is peel the skin off of the tomatoes. You can blanch, meaning you just drop them in hot water for a few minutes until the skin gets loose and it's just easier to cut. But a good knife, a good sharp knife is fine. You see, it doesn't take that long. And this is really easy and it's very nutritious. So you just peel it like that. Take the core bit out. I just do it like this. It's really important because you don't want to eat that. Voila. So here we've peeled our tomatoes, right? So now we're just gonna cut them up and we're going to put them in the blender. Cucumber, and my grandmother used to do this. She used to put cucumber up there on her forehead and it would cool her down. So I don't know how long it's going to stay on though, but maybe there's a certain place. Can you see it?
Yes.
It works actually. Okay, voila. So we have a little handy dandy potato peeler, and we just peel that right off, and there you go, a peeled cucumber. Then we have our green pepper. So cut like that, cut it in half, take out all the white bits because they're bitter, and take that out like that, and don't cut yourself. Voila. The green pepper, which we're going to cut up, okay, into little squares, whatever, depending on how powerful your blender is. And we're going to just start with perhaps half of everything and see how well the blender does its job. This might get stuck, but okay. So voila, we have tomatoes, green peppers, and cucumbers. And now we're going to go full blast liquefy, or blend. Oh, but we need to plug it in. Voila. So it's kind of like a brownish color, and the reason for that is because red and green is brown, I believe, as a result. It must be, because this is what happens. It's not red. Voila. Donc, we're going to add more tomatoes. Okay, so experiment. You know, you might like having more green peppers, more cucumber if you prefer. Voila. But that's what I use. 1 cucumber, 4 tomatoes, and 1 green pepper. Okay. So technically, this blender took 3 pretty big size tomatoes. 3 big on the big side tomatoes, 1 good size cucumber, and 1 green pepper. And it's not overflowing. And in terms of condiment, we want a dab of olive oil, okay? Salt to taste. I think salt is the spice of life, so I'm kind of generous, kind of ish. Okay, you want to be cautious because you don't want to, if you over salt it, you can't go back. It's hard to go back. Okay, salt, olive oil, my red vinegar. It's kind of like a salad. Voila. I'm just going to add a little more. Pepper. Okay. And the two secret ingredients is the garlic and the cumin. I prefer cumin, let's see, like this. I'm just going to take a little bit, I'm going to squeeze it and twist it, put it in there. Don't use too much at first. And then one good size tube. It depends what you like. Depends on what you like. I'm going to use 2. The garlic gives it a zing, and the cumin gives it a zang. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to use it. If you don't like cumin, you don't have to use it either. Salt, pepper, vinegar, and olive oil will work just as well. And then we're just going to blend this again. We want to blend it really well so that all the garlic gets liquefied and the cumin and everything gets well blended. Okay, let's see. I think it's missing a little bit of salt. Maybe a little bit of vinegar. Maybe a little bit of cumin. Okay. No double dipping, I guess. Well, especially on camera. Yeah?
It's really nice.
See, got the zing zang there going, right?
There you go.
Yeah. You want to pour it into a container because it needs to be refrigerated. Okay, so there's our 4th tomato, and I'm just gonna bring that guy in there. And that's it. So you put it in the fridge for a couple of hours and you serve it cold. I hope you enjoyed that.